So grateful for this day. That God would call us to himself, that he would meet with us, that he would spend time in our presence or let us spend time in his. However you want to look at that, either way, it's a pretty amazing thing that we can come into the presence of God, that he would actually come and dwell with us and be with us. It's a beautiful and amazing thing. And there is so much life in him. All those things we are promised, the joy and the peace and the hope, they're real and it's true. And there is life and victory in Jesus, and we don't need to be afraid. And we don't need to be running helter-skelter trying to figure out how to fix the world, because you can't. And you don't need to be trying to figure out, well, today is this or that. I don't know exactly what I'm trying to, exactly how to express what I'm trying to express because of what I'm feeling, but we have this tendency to look around us and see all the reasons to be afraid, all the reasons to try to figure out, well, is God really in control? It doesn't look like it. It doesn't feel like it. I'm not seeing many people responding to him or obeying him, and it looks really bad. And just for the record, this is not even close to the only time it's looked that way. There are certain things that we can look around and say, well, it's worse than it's ever been. And that may or may not be true. But it's over. The victory has already been won. It's done. You go, oh, yeah, I hear you. No, it's done. Jesus said, it is finished. Everything that you needed done so that you could have life and relationship with God has been done. Life that can't be taken away. So why are we afraid? It's nearly 90 degrees right now. It is going to be 91 or 92, depending on which forecast you look at, within an hour or so. I see one person in here with long sleeves on, and it's not a heavy thing. It's a lightweight long sleeve. We're all wearing short sleeves. 2 weeks from now, October 6th, the forecast right now says we'll have a high of 88. Welcome to Texas. 88 in 2 weeks, 14 days from now. Tomorrow is supposed to be a degree or two warmer than it is today. Summer's over. No, not supposedly. Summer is over. See, summer is not defined by how you feel. Summer's not technically defined by the temperature. If it hits 100 degrees tomorrow, summer will still be over. Because summer is determined by the tilt of the Earth's axis and the rotation that determines how much sun you're getting during certain time periods. And every day from now until very close to Christmas, it's going to start getting dark a few minutes earlier every day. Because summer is over. Doesn't matter what you feel. Doesn't matter that you better keep some fans going or something, or you're going to sweat like crazy. It's hot. Doesn't matter that our high today is over 10 degrees, what people in France and England call a heat wave in August. Summer's over. And so is the curse. It just hadn't been eradicated yet. See, there was a springtime. You didn't see it. We didn't see it. Nobody saw it but Adam and Eve. They're in the garden. It's full of life. Everything's blooming. Everything's growing. And then something happened on the axis of creation, and it changed. And summer arrived. There's some growth, there's some life, there's some things that can be planted during the summer, but it's also hot and dry and things die. But about 2,000 years ago, there was another moment where things changed. And like the equinox from summer to fall, there was a cross. And on that cross, God, wrapped in flesh, gave himself for us. And at that moment, everything changed. The days are getting shorter. But life is there. And it doesn't matter how much it feels like summer, or even if it still looks like summer. The truth of the matter is the parameters have changed. Our experience and sensory perception just hasn't caught up with what's going on. Winter's coming. Some of you know that phrase. But it's not something to be afraid of. Because if you trust in the work that Jesus did on that cross, your winter, that time that there's more death than there is in summer, that time when there's no growth, that's only a blink. It's just a moment where all the chaff and all the stuff that we decided our time and our way and our will was better than God's, or we're doing things for ourselves rather than for him, not for things that he would have us enjoy, but just God wants us to do this and we would rather go do that. That's all burned away in an instant, and we see his face and we are like him, and we move immediately into an eternal spring better than the original. And if we're not his, winter lasts a mighty long time. And spring is gone forever. But it's not summer anymore. Everything changed at the cross. Yeah, there's still evil when you look around, and it's still 90 degrees today here. It's still hot. There's still a lot of things going on. It's getting crazy in a lot of ways that people who talk about it getting crazy never even imagined. I get that, and it doesn't change anything. Our life is in him. Our hope is in him. Our answer is in the fact that he is alive and he is coming back. Don't be afraid. It's not a bad thing. Summer's over. And it's not a bad thing you still feel the heat. Yeah, it's a little uncomfortable. But there's a reason and a purpose for it. Part of that purpose is God is so gracious and so good and so patient that he wants everybody to have a chance to see the leaves starting to change color and go, it still feels warm, but things are different. I need him to have life. So instead of freaking out about the temperature, I think maybe we should be grateful and thankful for the life we have in him. That there is absolutely nothing that can happen that will slow the cooler weather coming. Winter is on its way. Fall is here. It will cool off. It will be hot soup and chilly weather shortly. There's nothing you can do to stop it. If you're like me and you hate the cold because it makes you hurt, better start buying some stuff to bundle up with and praying for some grace, because it's coming and you can't stop it. So let's tell them. Let's tell them. Let's show them that you don't have to panic, that you don't have to freak out, that you don't have to believe that the temperature tells you reality, because the reality is, I'll say it one more time, summer is over. Doesn't matter that it's hotter today than it was yesterday, which is ridiculous. I know that. But it's over. Just accept it. Love him. Follow him. And be that beacon of hope and love and life for those around us, because everybody's running around like Chicken Little trying to figure out how to fix the world. Don't worry about how to fix the world. Let the seed that's telling you something needs to change grow in your heart instead of hitting you on the head and freaking you out. You can let it hit you on the head and get scared, or you can let the seed of truth grow in your heart and bring life. The difference has nothing to do with circumstances or situations that are the same for both sets. The difference is who our trust is in. Jesus. Jesus. He is our answer. He is our hope, because he died and because he lives. That's what the song said, right? Because he lives, I can face tomorrow. If you believe that, you don't have to be afraid about tomorrow. You just got through saying it. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but you can face it, you can go through it, because no matter what happens, it's not the end. If you are his, spring is on the way, and nothing and no one can stop it.